911, what's the address of your emergency?
It looks like my neighbor's house is it's not fire, but it's smoke all around the house. I know she's it's an elderly lady, and I think she has dementia. But the smoke is coming from either the inside of her house or the back of her house. But
Okay.
it's starting to get thicker.
Do you see any flames?
I don't see any flames, but it looks like it's coming from the windows as well. From the front window. Oh my God.
Engine 7954, Squad 7, Med 7, 1, Battalion 1, 2, Safety 1, Residential Fire.
Put into one word the emotion that is going through your body when the tones drop and it's a residential fire. Adrenaline.
Day to day, walk me through your schedule.
So shift change starts at 8 o'clock. I try and get here about 7, socialize with the guys that were on the shift before, build that community. 8 o'clock hits, you're in uniform and you're checking off your trucks. If you're on the engine, you are checking off the pump, the lights, checking everything, the actual engine compartment contaminants. If you're on the squad, you're checking all of your extra equipment, all of your jaws of life, all your other tools, your cutters, your spreaders. If you're on the ambulance, you're checking everything medical, all your medications, everything, making sure they're all there. So that's your morning. That's how it starts. Make sure we're ready to respond to whatever it may be. After that, eat breakfast together, come out and usually work out around 10:30. It varies per day and call dependent, but every station does it differently. But here, we work out about 10:30. We'll train, and that usually lasts till about 1:30. Eat lunch. Me being the newer guy at the firehouse, I have to do a lot of chores, so make sure the laundry's getting recycled, the dishes, making sure that the station's squared away, and as well as making sure that there's daily chores. So if you have a bathroom day, making sure the bathrooms are squared away. Once you get done with your workout and training, the day's kind of yours. Respond to calls, do work for classes, all of the above. Hang out. You spend a third of your life with these guys, so you better like who you're working with or get to like them.
Yeah, and you said it a few times there. You use the word together, community, camaraderie. How much would you say that plays a role in this job compared to something like, working in a typical 9 to 5?
Not take away from anything that they do. That they don't run in the burning buildings with each other. If the guy riding next to me, I don't trust him, or I don't trust his character, then what's to trust him to, if something goes wrong, to get me out or to respond to my family's house. And if not that, you see things in this job that most people on a daily basis won't ever see. Not to say it couldn't happen, but we're more exposed to it. And to be able to lean on somebody when you see something that just upsets you, maybe more than it upsets another guy, but having somebody that you can lean to and talk to, it helps. Guys like myself that have to work a lot more overtime and different things to make ends meet, you might spend 2/3 of your life with these people. So it's better to like them than be hanging out with dudes you don't like all day.
Right. And you bring up the stuff that other people may not see. Just reviewing the clips that I've seen from what y'all are showing me on the GoPro earlier. While some people in their life may see traumatizing things every now and then, I feel like the volume y'all receive it in is much greater than something that just your run-of-the-mill everyday person would. What? A two-part question. What kind of weight does that hold to you, and what are your ways of dealing with that?
It holds a lot of weight. Nobody really. You sign up for it in rookie school. They show you things, like a gut check, see if you can't handle a picture of it, you can't handle it when it's right in front of your face. But it's hard seeing things. Some of the calls I've ran people that passed away in vehicle accidents that were the same age as my brothers. And that hit home. I don't have any kids, but me and my brothers are very close, so it's hard whenever I see something that involves somebody close to their age. You hate for bad things to happen to people. We're not desensitized like some say. We can operate in the environment, but it doesn't mean that we don't still think about it. For me in my short career, nothing's really kept me up at night, but just leaning on God is really the only thing. My wife, God and my wife are the two biggest things that I can lean on. Sometimes I'll tell her everything. My dad's also a fireman, and talking to him really helps because he's been around a time or two, so he's seen some stuff. And it's nice to have somebody that actually understands. Other firemen don't understand if your wife's not in the EMS service or in the fire service or the police force. They're not going to understand. It's good to lean on them and have them, but nobody really understands what you see except people that have seen it. Like I said, just having a good relationship with God is really the biggest thing for me. Knowing that no matter what they went through, it was their time, and God had a plan and has a plan for their life and whatever has happened with them. It takes a lot to do this job. A lot of people don't know that. You need to be fit and ready for duty at all times. Really, the biggest thing that you learn about this job is people. You learn that there's not really good people or bad people. It's not black, white, brown, yellow, purple, or green. All of the above can make bad decisions. All of the above can make good decisions. You just have to love people. If you love people, you'll be fine in this job. It takes other stuff, but to be able to respond and help people on their worst days, you have to love people. Love people and be ready to work. A lot of people put this job out as everybody can do it. That's just a lie. Not everybody can do this job. You have days where you feel like you can't do this job. You perform at the highest level, and you still feel like you didn't do the right thing. But as long as you're pushing yourself and getting yourself better and not losing track of these people are calling you on their worst day, and you're willing to work, you can make this job the best job in the world, because that's what it is.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.